Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This time we have more of the same. More recently, one of our students asked us if they should be running during this time period, and it's the same thing we've been repeating over the past few weeks or so. But if you want to get better at football, you simply have to play football. If you want to get better at running, you can run. At the same time, if you are maybe deciding to run, then I would say make sure that your running is football specific. In football, there is no time during a game where you run for 25 minutes straight. Usually, you take 5-yard sprint, and then you may jog, you may walk, and then you take another sprint. So it's high interval training, and that's what we'll do here. This is just more exciting because you're playing football, and everybody prefers to play football than run. So let's get into the workout. This time we're going to be focusing on ball control, manipulating the ball, and your first touch. So yeah, let's get into it. We start with a regular warm-up, dynamic warm-up. Dynamic simply means that we involve a lot of movement, high knees, open the gate, close the gate, all the things that we've been showing you guys over the past few weeks. Then you really want to open up your hips. Guys, I keep saying that the most important thing for footballers is their hips. Sometimes you have knee issues, you have ankle issues, but it's usually most of the time from tight hips. At least in my career, I saw that was something that commonly happened. So really taking the time to focus on your hips and making them more flexible is really important. So these are the kinds of stretches you can do. I would say take about 10 minutes during, just doing the warm-up alone, doing the dynamic movements, getting your heart rate up before you start, and then we'll move into the ball warm-up. So for the ball warm-up, we're just going to be playing some passes off the wall. We'll start with the right foot. We're just doing some simple one-touch passing. All walls are different, that's what I've realized. And also the ball that I was using is not very good quality. As you can see, it seems to bounce a lot. But just adapt and do what you can. Then we'll move to the left side and do the same thing. These two we're going to be doing for 1 minute each, but we're going to do twice on each foot. So you're going to go twice on the right and twice on the left for a total of 4 minutes of work. In between that, you'll be resting for 1 minute as well. So once we're done with the one-touch passing, we're going to increase the intensity a little bit and go into two-touch passing. The key thing here to remember, even through all these exercises, is the tempo. Football is a game of quality, not necessarily quantity. The better you can turn, and by better I mean the quicker you can turn, the faster you can get the ball down and play a pass, the faster that you can control the ball, manipulate the ball, then the better. So you really want to work on your tempo here, and the time between your first and your second touch. After you've done the right side, you do the left side as well, and we're doing it for a total of 1 minute, and then you take a rest for 1 minute and do it again twice on each side, so a total of 4 minutes of work. 4 minutes of work. Now we're going to increase the complexity of the exercise. Now here I would say just try and adjust it to your level. So here you see me taking 2 touches, trying to manipulate the ball around the space marker that I've put on the ground. You can use 3 touches if you like. You simply just have to adjust to your level. What I would also say is, as the ball comes to you, try and keep it as close to that space marker as possible, so the actual area in which you're moving doesn't have to be that big. That is one of the keys. We were using the inside of the foot in that first set, and now we're using the outside of the foot. So each one of these you're going to do for 3 sets. Don't worry if you mess up, everybody messes up. So it's practice at the end of the day. Again, a key point here is just to try and keep that ball in your control, closer to your body. The closer it is, the less you have to move, the more in control you are, and the more you can manipulate the ball. So now we're going to be a little bit more creative, and we're going to use 2 space markers now. This time you're just deciding exactly which direction you want to go, which foot you want to use. You can use the inside, the outside of your foot. You're simply taking the ball from the inside to the outside, playing it, bring it back into the inside, just like that. The space marker could, be a defender. It could be just you simply trying to create space for yourself. The better you can manipulate the ball, the quicker you can do it, the better player you become. And that's just a simple equation of becoming a better footballer. So now we're going to progress it just a little bit more, and you are going to be playing the ball between the gate that you have created with the 2 space markers, taking the ball out and bringing it back in. This is simply to replicate, let's say, if you're controlling the ball, you take the ball to the side, maybe you want to pass or shoot and then bring it back. It's just a really good exercise to teach you how you can manipulate the ball, both sides. Try as much as you can to use your left and your right foot. That will only make you, a better player. And guys, I will not lie to you, this kind of work is very strenuous indeed, and I was sweating a lot by the time I reached this point, and this is the best time to really test your technical ability. So you will start with just regular knee-high juggles. Try and keep the ball knee-high and it doesn't pass your knees. That will just help you control the ball better, but of course adjust it to your level. Once you're done with that, you will move into 2 on each side. I'm not putting my foot down between each juggle on one side. That's just to help with balance, and it makes it more challenging. But again, just adapt it to your level. If you are not able to do this, simply just juggle regularly for 4 sets. Here I'm doing 3 on each side, which is even more challenging. And once you get the hang of that, then you can move into 4. You do 4 on each side, which is also very challenging. Like I said, in all of these, I'm not putting my foot down after each time I touch the ball, which makes it challenging in terms of balance. So there we are. After that, trust me, you will be sweating, you will be tired, and what's left is for you to stretch. Like I said, you really want to be spending at least 15 minutes a day stretching. I think that's what I would advise any player who wants to take football seriously, just simply because there are many muscles that get tight, and if you want to prolong your career, your knees, your ankles, there's many joints, especially your hips, that just need to be taken care of if you want to play football for a long time. These kinds of workouts I would recommend to anybody who wants to take football seriously. Like we always say, they focus on football actions. It's very easy to get carried away and go to the gym, or want to run around during this time period, or do workouts that don't involve a ball. But the truth is, guys, you won't get scouted by how much you can bench press or how much you can squat. You'll get scouted based on how well you can play. And these kinds of workouts involve every element of football that you can think of. They make you more explosive. They help you to manipulate the ball. You generally become a better football player and a fitter player. So thanks, guys. That's it from us. The link for this workout is in the description below. They're also on our website. Feel free to access them whenever you like. We're currently doing them 4 times a week with our academy students. So I would encourage you to do the same. Basically Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. So bless you all, stay safe, and enjoy this quarantine period.